Hello there. Today we venture to a land down under to Australia. Here, amidst the ancient landscapes, lives a creature quite unlike any other. It is an animal that carries an extraordinary reputation. People say it is the happiest animal on earth. This remarkable little being is called the quokka. Imagine a small furry friend about the size of a domestic cat. It has round ears, a black nose and a most endearing expression. This expression has captured hearts all around the globe. It is a privilege to introduce you to this charming marsupial. The quokka's fame comes from its seemingly constant smile. It is a gentle upward curve of its mouth. This gives it an appearance of perpetual cheerfulness. When you first see a quokka, you cannot help but feel a sense of warmth. Their friendly faces seem to radiate pure, simple joy. They hop around with a certain bounce in their step, exploring their world. These creatures are not just a fleeting internet sensation, they are a genuine marvel of the natural world. Their unique look invites us to learn more about their lives and the environment they inhabit. Our journey will take us to the sun-kissed shores of Western Australia. This is the primary realm of the quokka. We will explore their homes from idyllic islands to patches of mainland bush. We will discover what they eat and how they spend their days and nights. These small animals lead fascinating lives, full of quiet activity. Understanding their lifestyle helps us appreciate them even more. It allows us to see beyond the smile, into the heart of what makes a quokka a quokka. What a delightful prospect that is for us all. So let us embark on this wonderful exploration. Let us meet the quokka, this beacon of apparent happiness. We will learn about its world and its ways. We will uncover interesting facts about this much-loved creature. Perhaps by understanding the quokka, we can all share a little in its famous joy. The natural world is full of wonders, and the quokka is surely one of its most cheerful. Prepare to be charmed by this extraordinary little animal from the vast continent of Australia. It really is quite something. The most striking feature of the quokka is, without a doubt, its smile. It is a smile that seems to be permanently etched onto its adorable face. This isn't a fleeting expression, but a constant feature. It makes the quokka look incredibly friendly and approachable. Many people travel from far and wide, hoping to catch a glimpse of this joyful creature. The quokka's mouth naturally curves upwards, creating this delightful look. Coupled with its bright, curious eyes, the effect is utterly captivating. It is a face that truly seems to radiate sunshine. This happy appearance is not just a trick of the light or a figment of our imagination. It is a genuine part of the quokka's physical makeup. Their facial structure, the way their muscles sit, all contribute to this look. It is as if nature decided to create an animal that embodies pure contentment. When a quokka looks at you with its gentle gaze and slight grin, it is hard not to smile back. This immediate positive reaction is universal. It transcends language and culture, bringing a moment of shared delight to all who see them in their natural habitat. The fur around their face is often a lighter brown, framing their smile perfectly. Their small rounded ears perk up, adding to their alert and engaging look. When they pause from their foraging and look around, they do so with an air of placid curiosity. This calm demeanor further enhances the impression of happiness. It is not an aggressive animal, rather it is known for its gentle nature. This combination of a smiling face and a peaceful temperament solidifies its reputation. They are truly remarkable animals to observe in the wild. Observing a quokka can be an uplifting experience. In a world that can often feel complicated, the simple, happy face of a quokka offers a moment of pure, unadulterated joy. It reminds us of the simple pleasures in life. It is a testament to the diversity and wonder of the animal kingdom. This smile has made the quokka an ambassador for happiness. It encourages people to learn more about wildlife and the importance of conservation. What a wonderful gift this little creature gives to us all just by being itself. The quokka is most famously found on a few special islands off the coast of Western Australia. The primary sanctuary for these delightful creatures is Rottnest Island. This island was even named after them, in a way. A Dutch explorer in the 17th century, Willem de Vlaming, mistook the quokkas for giant rats. He called the island Rottnest, meaning rat's nest. Little did he know these were not rats, but unique and charming marsupials. Rottnest Island provides a relatively safe environment for the quokkas. There are fewer predators there compared to the mainland. The habitat on Rottnest Island is ideal for quokkas. It consists of semi-arid scrubland, woodlands and heath. Quokkas are herbivores, and the island offers a variety of plants for them to eat. They munch on leaves, stems, grasses and the bark of certain shrubs. The island also has numerous freshwater soaks, which are vital for their survival, especially during the dry summer months. The quokkas have adapted well to this island life. They navigate the dense vegetation with ease, creating little pathways through the undergrowth. It is a perfect little paradise for these happy animals. Another important island home for quokkas is Bald Island, also off the coast of Western Australia. Like Rottnest Island, Bald Island offers a refuge from many mainland threats. The vegetation here is also suitable for their diet and shelter needs. These island populations are crucial for the species' survival. They act as natural reserves, protecting the quokkas from dangers such as habitat loss and introduced predators that are more prevalent on the mainland. The isolation of these islands has allowed quokka populations to thrive in relative peace for a long time. Life on these islands has shaped the quokkas' behavior. They are generally quite trusting of humans on Rottnest Island due to frequent gentle interaction. However, it is very important that visitors respect their space and do not feed them. Human food can be very harmful to quokkas. The island environment with its specific plants and water sources is what they are adapted to. These island havens are not just picturesque locations, they are vital ecosystems that support these unique and wonderful creatures. They are truly special places for these smiling marsupials. While quokkas are famous for their island homes, some populations also exist on the mainland of southwestern Australia. However, life on the mainland presents a different set of challenges for these small marsupials. Their mainland habitats are typically dense forests and swamplands. These areas provide thick cover, which is essential for hiding from predators. Unlike the relatively safe environment of Rottnest Island, the mainland is home to dingoes, foxes and feral cats. These predators pose a significant threat to quokka survival, making their mainland existence more precarious. The mainland populations are much smaller and more fragmented than those on the islands. Habitat loss and alteration due to human activities such as agriculture and urban development have greatly impacted them. This means their available living space has shrunk, and connecting corridors between suitable habitats have been lost. This makes it harder for different quokka groups to interact, which can affect their genetic diversity. Fire regimes have also changed, sometimes reducing the dense understory vegetation that quokkas rely on for food and shelter. It is a tougher life for them here. Conservation efforts on the mainland are therefore incredibly important. Protected areas such as national parks and nature reserves play a crucial role in safeguarding these mainland quokka populations. Scientists and conservationists work to manage these habitats. This includes controlling introduced predator numbers and ensuring the vegetation remains suitable for quokkas. Sometimes conservation breeding programs are considered to help bolster dwindling numbers in certain areas. Every effort helps to ensure that these charming creatures can continue to survive on the Australian mainland for years to come. Despite the challenges, the mainland quokkas are resilient. They are masters of finding shelter in dense thickets and foraging quietly under the cover of darkness. Observing them in these wilder, more complex environments offers a different perspective on their adaptability. It highlights their natural instincts and their ability to survive in varied conditions. While the islands offer a glimpse of a more carefree quokka life, the mainland populations remind us of the pressures many native Australian animals face. Their continued presence is a testament to their tenacity and the ongoing efforts to protect them. Section 5. A quokka's daily rhythms. A life of simplicity. Quokkas are primarily nocturnal animals. This means they are most active during the cooler hours of the night. During the heat of the Australian day, they prefer to rest and conserve energy. They find shelter in dense vegetation, such as thickets of bushes or under fallen logs. This also helps them avoid daytime predators. As dusk begins to settle, the quokkas emerge from their resting spots. They start to forage for food, an activity that will keep them busy for much of the night. This nocturnal lifestyle is a clever adaptation to their environment. Their diet is entirely plant-based, making them herbivores. They have a preference for a variety of native grasses, leaves, stems, and the bark of certain plants. Quokkas have strong hind legs and can sometimes be seen reaching up to pull down branches to access tasty leaves. They have a digestive system that is well suited to breaking down tough plant material. Interestingly, quokkas can go for extended periods without drinking fresh water if their diet contains enough moisture. They're also known to store fat in their short tails, which can provide energy during times when food is scarce. Quokkas are generally social animals. They often live in small family groups, typically led by a dominant male. However, they can also be seen foraging alone or in larger, looser gatherings, especially where food is abundant. They communicate with each other through a series of soft churs, grunts, and hisses. Young quokkas, known as joeys, spend several months in their mother's pouch. After emerging, they stay close to their mother, learning essential survival skills like finding food and avoiding danger. These social bonds are an important part of their lives. A day, or rather a night in the life of a quokka, is one of peaceful foraging and quiet social interaction. They hop through the undergrowth with a gentle, almost silent movement. Their strong sense of smell helps them locate food sources. They are not aggressive animals and tend to avoid conflict. If threatened, their first instinct is to flee to the safety of dense cover. This simple, unassuming lifestyle, focused on finding food and staying safe, contributes to their generally placid and calm demeanor, which perfectly complements their ever-present smile. It is a life lived in harmony with their surroundings. Section 6. The science behind the smile more than meets the eye. That famous quokka smile is truly heartwarming, isn't it? But what is the science behind it? Well, it's largely due to the underlying bone structure of their skull and the way their facial muscles are arranged. The shape of their jaw and the musculature around their mouth naturally create an upward curve. This gives them the appearance of a gentle, knowing grin. So while it looks like they are expressing happiness in the human sense, it is more of a permanent physical feature. It is an anatomical quirk that has made them beloved worldwide. It is important to remember that animal expressions do not always equate to human emotions. A dog wagging its tail often indicates happiness, but a cat purring can mean contentment or even stress reduction. For the quokka, their smile is not necessarily a direct indicator of their emotional state at every given moment. However, quokkas are generally known for their placid and curious nature. They are not typically aggressive animals. This calm temperament, combined with their smiling appearance, certainly reinforces the perception of them being happy creatures. Their gentle behavior matches their gentle look. There is no specific evolutionary advantage known for the quokka's smile itself. It is likely just a result of their particular evolutionary path. However, their friendly appearance has certainly had a positive impact on their relationship with humans. People are naturally drawn to them and are more inclined to protect animals they find appealing. In a way, their smile has become an unintentional asset for their conservation. It makes them wonderful ambassadors for Australian wildlife and the importance of preserving their unique habitats. This is a fascinating outcome of a simple facial feature. So while the smile might not be a conscious expression of joy as we understand it, it perfectly complements their overall peaceful demeanor. They are typically calm, inquisitive, and gentle creatures. When you observe them in their natural setting, hopping about and munching on leaves, their smile seems to fit their relaxed lifestyle. It is a delightful combination of appearance and behavior that makes the quokka so special. The science explains the mechanics, but the magic of that smile continues to capture our hearts and imaginations. It truly is a remarkable aspect of this little marsupial. Section 7. More than just a grin, fascinating quokka facts. Beyond their enchanting smiles, quokkas possess many other fascinating characteristics. Firstly, they are marsupials, just like their larger relatives, the kangaroos and wallabies. This means that female quokkas have a pouch where they raise their young. A baby quokka, called a joey, is tiny when born, about the size of a jelly bean. It crawls into its mother's pouch and stays there for about 6 months, growing and developing. Even after leaving the pouch, the joey will often return for milk or for safety for another couple of months. This nurturing behavior is common to many marsupials. Quokkas are surprisingly agile for their small, stocky build. They are excellent hoppers, using their powerful hind legs to move quickly through the undergrowth. Their longish tail, though not prehensile like some other marsupials, helps with balance as they hop. What many people don't know is that quokkas can also climb small trees and shrubs. They might do this to reach tasty leaves or to escape danger. Seeing a quokka perched a few feet off the ground in a bush can be quite a surprising sight for those unfamiliar with this particular skill. Another interesting fact is their ability to survive in environments with limited fresh water. As mentioned, they can get a lot of the moisture they need from the plants they eat. Furthermore, they have an efficient way of conserving water within their bodies. And as we touched upon earlier, they can store fat in their tails. This fat reserve acts as an energy store, which can be very useful during dry seasons or when food becomes scarce. These adaptations make them well suited to the sometimes harsh conditions of their Australian habitats, particularly on the islands. Quokkas also have a unique dental setup. Their teeth are well adapted for their herbivorous diet, allowing them to grind tough plant material effectively. They also have the ability to regurgitate their food and chew it again, similar to cud-chewing animals like cows. This process, known as mericism, helps them extract the maximum amount of nutrients from their fibrous diet. So you see, there is much more to these charming creatures than just their happy faces. They are wonderfully adapted, resilient animals with many intriguing traits that make them special. Section 8. Protecting a Precious Smile Conservation Efforts. Despite their cheerful appearance, quokkas face several threats in the wild. Their official conservation status is listed as vulnerable. This means that while they are not yet endangered, their populations are at risk of declining further if threats are not managed. On the mainland, habitat loss due to land clearing for agriculture and urban development is a major concern. This fragmentation of their habitat isolates populations, making them more susceptible. Introduced predators such as foxes, cats, and dingoes also pose a significant threat, particularly to the smaller mainland groups. Climate change is another emerging threat. Changes in rainfall patterns can affect the availability of fresh water and the types of plants that grow, which directly impacts their food sources. Increased frequency of droughts or intense bushfires can also devastate their habitats and directly harm quokka populations. On Rottnest Island, while they are relatively safer, managing the impact of tourism is important. It is crucial that visitors do not feed the quokkas, as human food can make them very sick and lead to a reliance that harms their natural foraging behaviors. Disease can also impact these concentrated populations. Thankfully, various conservation efforts are underway to protect these wonderful animals. On the mainland, this includes creating and managing protected areas, controlling predator numbers through humane trapping programs, and restoring habitat. Research into quokka genetics, diet, and behavior helps inform these conservation strategies. On Rottnest Island, there are strict guidelines for tourists to ensure minimal disturbance to the quokkas. There are also ongoing efforts to manage the island's ecosystem to support a healthy quokka population, including ensuring access to fresh water sources, especially during dry periods. Public awareness and education play a vital role in quokka conservation. The quokka selfie phenomenon, while popular, must be approached responsibly. People are encouraged to admire them from a distance and never to touch or feed them. Supporting legitimate conservation organizations and ecotourism operators who prioritize wildlife welfare can also make a difference. By understanding the challenges quokkas face and supporting efforts to protect them, we can help ensure that their precious smiles continue to brighten our world for many generations to come. Their future depends on our collective care and respect. Section 9. The essence of quokka happiness, a joyful conclusion. So why is the quokka often called the happiest animal on Earth? It is a combination of wonderful factors. Their most obvious trait is, of course, that delightful, seemingly permanent smile. This charming facial expression instantly endears them to anyone who sees them. It is a look that radiates a sense of gentle joy and contentment. This physical appearance is the primary reason for their happy reputation. It is hard to look at a quokka and not feel a little happier oneself. Their faces are simply infectious in their apparent cheerfulness. Beyond their smile, their general demeanor contributes to this perception. Quokkas are typically placid, curious, and non-aggressive animals. They go about their lives in a calm and peaceful manner, foraging for food and resting in the shade. On Rottnest Island, in particular, they have become accustomed to human presence and often display a remarkable tameness and curiosity. This approachability, combined with their smiling faces, makes interactions with them feel genuinely pleasant and joyful. They seem to embody a sense of serene acceptance of the world around them. The joy that quokkas bring to people is also a significant part of why they're considered so happy. Their appearance and gentle nature evoke positive emotions in humans. Seeing a quokka can be an uplifting experience, a moment of connection with a seemingly content creature. In our busy and often stressful lives, the simple, smiling face of a quokka can serve as a reminder of the beauty and wonder still present in the natural world. They have become symbols of happiness, shared widely in photographs and stories, spreading a little bit of cheer across the globe. In conclusion, while their smile is an anatomical feature rather than a constant emotional display in human terms, the quokka truly embodies a spirit of gentle cheer. Their peaceful lifestyle, their endearing appearance, and the happiness they inspire in us all contribute to their title as the happiest animal on Earth. Protecting these unique marsupials and their habitats is essential. By doing so, we ensure that future generations can also experience the simple, profound joy of encountering a quokka, a true natural treasure from the land of Australia. Their continued existence is a happy thought indeed.